So we were assigned to collaborate with the performing arts students to make a film of their Cantor performance. Cantor is a Polish theorist who
has really abstract ideologies.
Cantor is a very strange man.
Yeah. It's basically to do with his memories and sort of transcendence and sort of revolving around his family members. So it's got like his gran at one stage, and well, the sort of he liked to use a lot of family members in his work.
He had types of theatre, didn't he? Like Zero Theatre and Theatre of Death.
Lots of sort of strong emotion, but like kind of minimizing it.
But he wanted everything on stage to be real, so he would like make the actors feel really intense by being on stage when they're performing and talking to them and telling them to do something differently this time during this performance.
Yeah, so if the memory wasn't exactly what they would do, if they weren't doing exactly what his memory was, then he'd ask them to change it
to keep the intensity of the performance up,
so they could keep the exact memory.
Basically, it was the like Monday 9 to 5 boring life, and how like people deal with it and what it does to them. Yeah. That's it.
Our main idea was the 9 to 5 of 9 to 5 drudgery of work and getting up and having to go and getting back, and just the vicious cycle of that.
So we had several meetings with the PAs.
Yeah, I think it was about 7 or 8 in the end.
Must have been meetings with them to really get a feel for what we wanted, for what they wanted, and what we wanted.
Because we really wanted to include their intentions in the piece. Definitely, we didn't want to come away from what they wanted.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, yeah. So we planned to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, but I woke up at like 6:15.
Yeah, I didn't plan to wake up that early.
No. Well, I did because I needed a shower because I like having a shower in the morning.
I just showered the night before, so it was fine. And then we
went to Keisha's house because that was our first filming location,
and it was dark and everyone was tired.
Hello. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you think it's all going at the moment?
Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. Just loads of stuff to think about at once. So. Yeah. Using Ruby, but my room. So I'd get up early as well. Part of the job, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots of waiting around. When did you finish?
Come get home about 6.
By meeting with them, we really, that really helped a lot because we couldn't completely understand what their performance was all about. At the first meeting, what happened in the first meeting? I think we sat down, obviously introduced ourselves and tried to get to know each other a bit. And then we decided to write down all the sections of their piece and really break it up into sections and say, right, what do you want out of this what do you want out of this section like what do you want the characters to feel, what do you want them to wear, all that sort of thing. And then quite a lot of the other meetings were just organising the day and costumes and hair, makeup.
Locations as well.
Locations, definitely, yeah.
And then we went to Jack's house to film the second bed bit.
I am basically playing someone who's uberly oppressed and sick of doing the same 9-to-5 job and yeah, just sick of the constantness of it, and yeah.
Did you? Where was your inspiration from? Did you base this character on anyone you knew? Or?
I think it just came from the movement of crawling. It just because we started off with that doing because we were trying out this the sort of first part of the piece on the floor, and then we got like loads of emotional recall from it, sort of thing. And developed from there.
Cool. I thought we all got on really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we said before, because we all were on the same page about how we wanted the day to go, and we all wanted it to be a really good piece, and
I think we're all just quite similar.
Yeah.
Like artistically, we all want the same sort of things.
So we all bonded quite well together, and we were focused for most of the day.
Yeah. And from the start as well, like from the start of the whole process, we've sort of all had a good rapport, I think.
Yeah.
The directors were brilliant. They were very easy to get along with.
So we obviously went out of our way, didn't we, to try and find these places that would suit best to the film.
Yeah.
We were organised, Poppy project managed and produced it, so it was very organised from the minute we set off, wasn't it? Really,
Yeah.
Even the meetings before were absolutely great. Everyone turned up. By one.
With the exception.
With the exception.
They knew what vision they wanted. It was very on time, very efficient.
So in like 10-15 minutes, we're going to do Kyle and Miro's bit. It's just there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys can stay here.
Okay.
Don't want you to get cold, there's no point.
Move out of the fucking way!
Speed up. 10 points.
What? And we're at red light. What if he runs and then fucks us up? What if lock the door, lock the door!
Because obviously if we just start walking about and that
Which bus stop are we
It's
using?
just round the corner.
It's fucking freezing right now.
I'm not gonna lie, what a fucking shithole. Look at it.
Should we just
That is like
I think
a
what
really
we should-
shit prison for people just like who can't. They're not going to bother escaping. Is that actually a place? Oh yes, it's a place. Yes.
I just thought it was
There's many
deserted.
Oh no, that's the fucking student halls. Imagine. Sebastian.
Okay, so we are rolling, guys. And action.
Yeah, they were just really nice to work with, and they were very, very professional, and they just came onto set with the best mindset. I think I've never worked with people that have been that
Dedicated.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
were obviously assessed as well, so it helped.
I didn't think it was difficult to adapt our performance to camera.
No.
Because of our theme and then the ideas that we had to film it, like in the beds and the bus stops and stuff like that, I think it worked really well.
Because it was all really naturalistic, so it was all like stuff you'd do every day anyway, so you sort of forgot the camera was there.
So we toned down our performance because our performance was very over the top for the camera, but we still wanted it to be a bit like abstract realism, so I think it worked really well.
I just kind of kept the kind of sighing and moaning, well not moaning, but like just the general tired outlook on every day doing everything in a kind of bored, miserable fashion, really.
My character on the day was somebody who was like fed up and tired of life and sort of like angry about it, and my child had died, and so I was just thinking about the child like the whole time whilst I was at work, and when I was stood at the bus stop I was just thinking about the child all the time.
When we see Kara has this pause to her life where she daydreams about, and she has like a bad background with
Yeah, she's a flashback about
and a flash
past.
a flashback, and that works really well.
I think that's my favourite shot of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It just looks so cinematic and beautiful, like all the lighting is on point, and she's got a really good face for acting actually, on screen especially.
Tilly, Tom and Tiny, we're the Tots from Tots TV. 1, 2, 3. I'm a tot, je suis un tot. Tilly, Tom and Tiny, we're the Tots from Tots TV. 1, 2, 3.
Fine, that's absolutely fine. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, guys, yeah, you need to be leaning. Yeah, that's fine where you are. You need to come in a bit more. That's it. Where you are is perfect. Just come over here. Yeah, you're fine. You just need to lean in more. In this scenario, how you've been acting so far, bring it to now. So you're kind of that sad character. So be a bit, because you know what we've just filmed you doing, be a bit like you're working, but because this is quite close up now, so we'll capture these little things. So when you're working, just you're thinking as well. You've got a lot on your mind.
Yeah.
So you're typing, but you're like, oh god.
It's like
And
you'll
then-
have those staring moments where you're like,
Daydreaming.
yeah, and you're like, sorry.
Jack, you're fine. Amira, you can be rushed. So when you're typing, be typing like hell. You've been running to work.
Do Keisha first, just because it's in my head.
When we say in close-ups,
We're saying,
we're saying,
like, that's what I was thinking, putting the camera like that.
oh right, okay. Oh, and then we'll do the close-ups of when they actually speak over here as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see how the lens for this. Do you know? So we had one hiccup, would you say?
Yeah, I'd say
One.
one.
One change, which it was us that really, we had a little
Yeah.
discussion. Okay. So, Poppy and I have been just chatting then. What we want to do is we want to film the car scene again, and your scene where you're gonna jump out, not jump
And
out, but reach out.
Sorry, it's not because you were bad at acting, it's because there was a jolt in the movement of the camera which we want to make smooth.
So we're pushing forward the Bailey scene because we don't think it's going to take as long as we think it's going to take. So Jack on the day was hilarious.
It was so funny.
He was brilliant. His Jack Whitehall impression was fantastic.
That was
He
great.
it was so random as well because
Mm.
everyone was in the living room and then
It was so well timed. As
and
well.
just after his scene, he randomly walks downstairs and delivers this. I was in the hallway and he just randomly delivered this Jack Whitehall impression. And I wonder where it was coming from as well. And then all of a sudden he just delivered. It was just brilliant.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely
great.
brilliant.
The banana.
Toots feel like Jack Whitehall after a night out.
Huh?
Okay, so totes feel like Jack Whitehall after a night out. Seriously. Like, oh my god, like, I've done so much coke. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your next scene is? What's your next scene?
I suppose it'd be that, wouldn't it? With everyone.
Do you want to give us a little?
It's kind of this.
No, a bit more than that.
Oh yeah.
But in this case, he'll be a little bit more sensible. Because
it's
people will call the police if they see that
take me away.
next to the bus stop.
And his dancing as well in the studio.
His dancing was great.
Well, we thought we'd just put on a little bit of music while we were like setting up and stuff and setting up for the Bailey Studios scene, and he just started dancing.
Well, we decided
along
to put some music on, didn't we? And
Yeah,
then all
just to
of a
bring everyone up a bit because everyone's like tired and
sudden- It was
all.
about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so let's get those lights on and get those.
You won't go pop.
It's not urgent. Okay, no worries.
As soon as I say action, then just go. Okay. Ready? Rolling.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Can you tell what it is?
Eye for an eye,
Yeah.
tooth for a tooth. Too black for beauty.
Yeah, so overall, I think we're currently on the post-production and, you know, it's looking good. We've done a rough edit, and, you know, it was great. Really was. We ended really nicely. Ended with a group hug or something like that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was good because everyone's really pleased with it, and yeah.
It's really nice actually because we were going to meet up and have drinks to celebrate, and then we ended up just coming together in the pub anyway, just seeing each
Yeah.
other out, and
Yeah,
it
that's
was really
good.
nice just to be like, oh, well done guys, like thank you so much for all your help, and like it's just really nice to like close it
Yeah.
off and close off and
It was a nice close off,
yeah.
and I just really hope everyone likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Let me eat your face.
Why would your scarf naturally be on the floor?
Just because it's just, you know, natural.
Right, everyone round, please. Okay. Just your scarf looks hilarious, Jack. Just a quick thank you to all of you. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You adapted so well on screen. Must have been so hard. You've never done it. Some of you have never done it before. Stop laughing. Carrie's been on camera all day, and you know, we're on time.
Yeah,
It's
you've been really like professional, and yeah, you've been brilliant. Thank you very much.
a big round of applause. Also, just a quick round of applause to the Will and Jess. And yeah, we can all go, and hopefully you're not
Get
all
crunk.
exhausted.
I am.
Yeah, and
Go
go
have a
relax.
celebratory
Wait
drink.
to sleep
Yay.
Yeah.
and eat some food.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome.
Thanks very
Well done,
much.
guys.
everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Should we have a group hug?
I'll get out.
Balance.
Oh my god, I love your skirt. Where'd you get it? Oh my god, it's my mom's in the 80s. Oh, it's so cool. That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
If you're from Africa.
Wait.
What are you doing behind me, puppy?
Hey you! I saw a fucking.
Action.
Don't feel good, Coco.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Made me laugh, you buggers.
I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
She rolls.
She just
With her
rolls
wheelchair
off.
back. Someone's belly.
It was mine.
It was
and
mine.
It was
Mine as well. We'll start.
What are you? I'm a mouse.
Mira's called Blackie Chan. Sorry? Blackie Chan. Sorry.
She opens the door like, what are you? I'm a mouse. Bye.
Yeah, she gets that. Yes.
Action. Oh, hold on, Jess. Do you mind just dropping your just coming down? I can see you right in the mirror.
She asked me how to spell orange. And action.